There is a level of thought that goes beyond the linearity of time and merges with the very essence of the present moment. Four-dimensional thinking invites us to expand our perception, transcending the illusion of the past and the future. It's as if all possibilities already exist, just waiting to be unveiled. In this state of consciousness, there are no barriers between what is perceived internally and the reality unfolding before our eyes. The distinction between the inner world and the outer world begins to dissolve. When we venture into this realm of infinite possibilities, we become the architects of our own existence. Every thought carries the power to shape the fabric of reality, just as a stone thrown into a still lake creates ripples that extend beyond what we can see. Four-dimensional thinking is, therefore, a continuous exploration, where the timeline bends to make room for conscious creation. Everything coexists in an eternal present, simply awaiting the touch of our intention. This perspective invites us to reconsider what we call reality. Are our perceptions merely reflections of internalized thoughts, echoing in our external experiences? Or perhaps, what we believe to be real is just a projection of what we cultivate in our inner world? These questions open the door to a journey where the now is the stage for infinite possibilities, ready to emerge as we step into the next level of understanding. The essence of four-dimensional thinking. At the heart of four-dimensional thinking lies the understanding that our inner conversations are not mere daydreams, but seeds that shape the landscape of our experiences. Every word spoken in silence, every mental image created, is a step toward the reality we begin to manifest. The boundaries between thought and manifestation grow thin, revealing that the mind is the stage where life unfolds. When we grasp this, imagination ceases to be just an escape and becomes the primal source of creation. Continuous thought and internal dialogue act like invisible threads weaving the fabric of our everyday reality. When we align with this perception, we see that our desires, fears, and aspirations are more than just fleeting emotions. They carry the power to create, serving as the raw material that shapes the world around us. This connection between what we feel and what we experience intensifies, leading us to recognize the impact of those small, silent interactions we have with ourselves. By internalizing this wisdom, we gain the ability to guide our energy with greater clarity, knowing that each conscious thought plants an intention in the universe. It's as if imagination is a bridge between the visible and the invisible, where dormant potential is awakened and invited to manifest. What we create within inevitably becomes visible, and the line that separates dreams from reality fades in our daily experience, guiding us toward the next step on our journey of creation. Creation and realization. The journey of bringing to light what still resides in the invisible is both an act of courage and faith. Every thought we nurture is like a spark illuminating the path to manifestation. When we stay focused on our deepest desires, we allow our internal dialogue to guide our steps with an almost mystical precision. This process is a dance between conviction and mystery, where faith becomes a loyalty to what the eyes have yet to see, but the heart already knows to be true. This commitment to the unseen drives us forward, even when external circumstances suggest otherwise. Conscious creation is not limited to the appearances of the present moment, it is rooted in the certainty that what we visualize with intensity is indeed taking shape. External reality then begins to bend to our intention, as if the universe is responding to the call of our inner determination. Each step forward affirms that what once seemed impossible is already being realized. True creation is a journey that goes beyond physical effort or personal will. It is a profound process where the mind aligns with the essence of what it wishes to manifest, allowing the natural flow of things to unfold. When we open our hearts to this dynamic, we discover that reality is not fixed, but a blank canvas that responds to the brushstrokes of our thoughts and beliefs. Thus, we continue to explore the mysteries of the unseen, moving toward the next level of manifestation. The power of the inner image. When we cultivate the ability to visualize our desires as if they were already real, we open the door to conscious manifestation. The inner image acts like a map, guiding our energy toward bringing what we imagine into physical form with clarity and conviction. When we see with the mind's eye, events begin to unfold as if they had been written in advance. It's like reading the pages of a book where we already know the ending, yet still marvel at the unfolding story. By consistently affirming that something is already achieved, we transform our perception and begin to live as if the desired future were already the present. This shift happens not only in the mind, it echoes in our behavior, our words, and even our posture. The belief that it is already done leads us to act in alignment with that conviction, and the world around us adapts to reflect this new reality. In this way, the inner image ceases to be a mere wish and becomes a powerful tool for creation. The practice of visualizing and affirming what we want is not just an exercise in imagination, but an expression of the transformative power that lies within each of us. What we see internally begins to shape our perception and, eventually, our lived experience. The process is continuous, like a cycle where thought creates reality, and reality, in turn, feeds thought. And so, we keep exploring the possibilities of the unseen, expanding our understanding of the true nature of being. Breaking free from sensory limitations. To truly grasp the power of four-dimensional thinking, it is essential to go beyond what the physical senses allow us to perceive. The eyes can be deceived, the ears misled, and touch fooled, but intuition guides us beyond these limitations. It's as if the visible reality is merely the tip of an iceberg, while the true potential lies in the hidden depths. Seeing the invisible requires the courage to abandon the safety of the familiar and embrace the unknown with an open and receptive mind. Spiritual growth emerges when we begin to perceive the world with the eyes of the soul, seeing what is not apparent and sensing what lies beyond matter. This new way of thinking expands our boundaries, leading us to explore possibilities that once seemed unimaginable. When we think outside the box of the senses, we free the mind for new discoveries and transformations. Intuition becomes our guide, translating the universe's messages that the physical senses cannot grasp. Sensory data becomes a tool for interpretation rather than a limitation. When we use intuition to decipher what we perceive, we uncover truths that were once hidden beneath the surface of appearances. The answers don't come from the eyes that see, but from the heart that feels and the mind that expands. It is in this space that we free ourselves from the restrictions of the physical world, preparing for the next stage of this transformative journey. The interaction between inner and outer worlds. There is a constant dance between what we feel internally and what happens externally, a nearly magical synchronicity that connects our inner world with the changes occurring around us. When we align our internal dialogue with what we want to experience, we start to notice how unexpected opportunities arise in response to our intentions. Internal transformations are reflected outward, as if the universe were conspiring in our favor to manifest our deepest thoughts. These unexpected connections often seem like coincidences, but in reality, they are manifestations of the continuous flow between what we think and what we experience. When the mind aligns with intention, the path opens up for what once seemed impossible to become possible. Doors that were previously closed begin to crack open, revealing opportunities that can only be recognized by those attuned to the call of the unseen. It is the consistent practice of aligned internal dialogue that keeps us in tune with these possibilities. This interaction between the inner and outer worlds requires focus, not just as an effort, but as a practice of presence and awareness. When we direct our energy intentionally, the world around us begins to change, reflecting our new perspectives and beliefs. Thus, we move forward in the journey of creation, exploring the mysteries that connect the mind to the world, and continue to unravel the secrets of four-dimensional thinking. The process of manifestation. Visualizing our goals with clarity is more than just dreaming, it is an intentional practice that activates the senses in the creation of a desired reality. When we imagine ourselves already living what we desire, we breathe life into those images, infusing them with energy and intention. This practice not only prepares the mind, but also the body and spirit to receive what is not yet visible. Faith, then, ceases to be an abstract concept and becomes a living experience, where every detail felt internally manifests externally. As we practice this visualization, subtle changes begin to emerge, signaling that the path to our goal is unfolding before us. These changes, often imperceptible at first, are the earliest signs that reality is responding to our thoughts and feelings. It's as if the universe is conspiring to align all the necessary circumstances for the fulfillment of our desire. The experience of faith intensifies as we notice the small daily miracles that confirm the nearness of what we seek. This process is continuous and requires practice. Conscious manifestation is a journey where each step reveals a new horizon, and each new horizon brings the opportunity to further expand our ability to create. When we activate the senses and deeply feel what we desire, the lines between the present and the future blur, allowing what we vividly visualize to begin becoming a part of our tangible reality. Breaking free from the sensory world. Awakening to the true nature of reality requires more than just seeing with the physical eyes. It demands the awakening of spiritual senses that transcend the limitations of the material world. When we realize that everything already exists in the now, our relationship with time and space transforms. We come to understand that the barriers imposed by the senses are illusions that can be undone. The internal dialogues we maintain shape our perception, as if the external reality were merely a reflection of what we cultivate in our minds. The practice of breaking free from sensory constraints is an invitation to explore a dimension where desires are already accomplished facts, where imagination meets reality at a point of convergence. In this awakened state, our intentions become forces that shape what we experience, and the outer world starts to adapt to our internal affirmations. It's as if we are dancing with the invisible, following the rhythm of a melody that only the spiritual senses can hear. The power to create lies in the ability to see beyond the visible and feel beyond the tangible. When we adjust our internal dialogue to affirm what we want to experience, we not only begin to see these changes manifest around us, but we also feel the impact of our choices on deeper levels. And so, the path unfolds before us, leading us to discover how our thoughts and feelings shape the stage of our existence. Challenges and inner transformation. The challenges that arise along our journey are reflections of the doubts and uncertainties we carry within us. When the mind wavers between faith and fear, external circumstances respond in kind, revealing the internal blockages that need to be overcome. Each obstacle in the path is, in fact, an opportunity to transform consciousness and realign focus. As we recognize that life's stage is a mirror reflecting our inner changes, we begin to see challenges as an essential part of the growth process. Real transformation starts in the mind and heart, where our beliefs and thoughts shape the experiences we live. When we turn inward and adjust the lens through which we view the world, what once seemed like an insurmountable problem can become a springboard to the next level of achievement. It's as if each difficulty is a layer to be peeled away, revealing new facets of our being and expanding our ability to manifest what we desire. This journey of transformation is continuous and dynamic, requiring a constant commitment to overcoming the limiting patterns we carry. When we face challenges with a renewed perspective, we discover that inner changes are reflected in all aspects of our lives. And so, we continue to explore the mysteries of four-dimensional thinking, preparing for the next step in conscious creation. The ability to shape one's reality is a power that resides within each of us, waiting to be awakened. When we start to deeply connect with the principles of four-dimensional thinking, we realize that we are not at the mercy of circumstances, but rather the authors of our own story. What changes could you see in your life if you consciously chose the thoughts you nurture and the internal dialogues you cultivate? Are you ready to take control and transform each desire into a concrete reality? The journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. I invite you to keep exploring this incredible ability to manifest what you desire, sharing your experiences, and inspiring others to do the same. The transformation you seek starts with a single step: aligning your mind with the deepest intentions of your heart. What changes are you willing to make today to become the best version of yourself? If these ideas resonated with you, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to continue the journey of learning and transformation. Don't let the power to create your own reality remain dormant. It's time to take the next step, and the universe is ready to respond to your intention.